Some attraction signals are so subtle, you feel them before you even notice them. A shift in posture, a look that lasts a little too long, a voice that softens without warning. Your brain picks up on these signals almost instantly, faster than you can consciously process them. Psychologists have spent years studying exactly what these signals look like and how reliable they really are. Today, we're breaking down 10 body language signs that reveal genuine attraction. Some of these you've probably heard before, but a few are surprisingly overlooked. Sign number 7 especially, most people miss it completely, even while it's happening right in front of them. So if you've ever wondered whether someone actually likes you, stick around until the end. Let's start with sign number 1. Before we get into the list, one quick note. No single sign proves attraction on its own. Our body language is complicated. What matters is the pattern when several of these show up together at once. So keep a mental tally as we go through each one. Body language experts agree, attraction shows up in the body long before it shows up in words. And once you know what to look for, these signals become surprisingly easy to spot. Let's get into it, starting with the most well-known sign of all. Sign number 1 is prolonged eye contact, and it's the most talked about sign for a reason. When someone is attracted to you, they tend to hold eye contact a little longer than usual. Not an intense, uncomfortable stare, but a warm, lingering gaze that feels different from casual conversation. Research on couples has found that people who are into each other maintain eye contact far more than average. It's one of the fastest ways your brain signals genuine interest, without a single word being spoken. If they glance away and then look back again, that's actually a good sign too. It usually means they're trying not to seem too intense, while still wanting to keep looking at you. The key is warmth, a relaxed, comfortable gaze, rather than a tense, awkward one. Pay attention to how it feels, not just how long it lasts. A genuine gaze feels inviting, not uncomfortable. Sign number 2 is mirroring, when someone unconsciously copies your body language. If you cross your legs, and they cross theirs shortly after, that's mirroring. If you lean forward and they lean forward too, without even realizing it, same thing. This happens because our brains are wired to sync up with people we feel connected to. It's called the chameleon effect, and it's almost impossible to fake convincingly for very long. The timing matters here too. If it happens a few seconds after your movement, that's a strong signal. People rarely mirror someone they feel indifferent toward. Try changing your posture slightly during a conversation and watch what happens next. If they naturally follow without thinking about it, that's your answer. It's one of the most subconscious signals on this entire list. Sign number 3, and this one is often overlooked, their feet point toward you. Body language experts consider feet one of the most honest parts of the body. We rarely think about controlling them, which makes them surprisingly reliable. If someone's feet are angled toward you, even while their upper body faces another direction, pay attention. It usually means their attention and interest is quietly directed at you. On the other hand, feet pointed toward the exit often mean someone wants to leave the conversation. This works especially well in group settings, where faces are often turned toward whoever is speaking. But feet tend to quietly point toward whoever a person is actually interested in. So next time you're talking to someone, take a quick glance down. It might tell you more than their face ever could. Sign number 4, they lean in while you're talking. Personal space is something we protect instinctively, especially around people we don't know well. So when someone closes that distance on their own, it means something. Leaning in shows genuine engagement. They don't want to miss a single word you're saying. It's the opposite of leaning away, which usually signals discomfort or a desire for space. Watch how the distance between you changes over the course of a conversation. If it keeps shrinking, that's rarely an accident. Even small shifts, like leaning slightly closer during an interesting part of the conversation, count. It's a quiet way of saying, I want to be closer to you right now. And it usually happens without the person even realizing they're doing it. Sign number 5 is preening, small touches to their hair, neck, or clothing. This might look like twirling a strand of hair, adjusting a collar, or smoothing out a shirt. These small grooming gestures often happen completely unconsciously around someone we're attracted to. It's a subtle way the body tries to look its best without the person even realizing it. Watch for these little adjustments, especially right after eye contact is made. That timing is rarely a coincidence. It's the body quietly trying to make a good impression. Men often do a version of this too, straightening a jacket or running a hand through their hair. It's the same instinct, just expressed a little differently. Small, unconscious grooming is one of the clearest signs someone wants to look good for you, specifically. Sign number 6, light, playful touches on the arm or shoulder. A quick touch during a laugh, a light tap to make a point, these are small but meaningful. Touch is one of the most direct ways humans signal comfort and connection. People generally don't touch others they feel distant from, even briefly. If the touch feels natural, warm, and not forced, that's usually a genuine sign of interest. Pay attention to how often it happens and how comfortable it feels. A single touch might mean nothing, but a pattern of small, casual touches usually means something real. It's one of the more direct signals on this list, even though it still feels subtle in the moment. The nervous system doesn't lie here either. Comfortable touch requires a real sense of ease with someone. And that ease doesn't happen by accident. Sign number 7, and this is the one almost nobody notices, the eyebrow flash. It's a quick, involuntary raise of the eyebrows that happens in less than a second. Researchers have found this micro-expression across nearly every culture on Earth. It often happens the moment someone first sees a person they're attracted to. It's so fast, most people miss it entirely, even in themselves. But if you slow down and really watch someone's first reaction to seeing you, you might catch it. It's one of the most honest, hardest to fake signals there is. Unlike a smile, which people can hold and control, this happens and disappears in an instant. That speed is exactly what makes it so reliable. Watch closely the next time you walk into a room someone is in. Sign number 8, a genuine smile, the kind that reaches the eyes. Scientists call this a Duchenne smile, named after the researcher who first studied it. A polite smile only moves the mouth, but a genuine one crinkles the corners of the eyes too. This happens because a real smile engages muscles most people can't consciously control. If someone's eyes light up along with their smile, that's usually the real thing. It's one of the clearest emotional signals your face can send. And it's remarkably hard to fake, even for people who are good at hiding their emotions. Try comparing a polite smile to an excited one. The difference around the eyes is obvious once you notice it. Once you learn to spot it, you'll never confuse politeness with genuine happiness again. It's one of the most reliable signs on this entire list. Sign number 9, open body posture, arms uncrossed, body facing toward you. Crossed arms and a turned away body often signal discomfort or a desire for distance. An open posture is the opposite. It says, I feel safe and comfortable around you. Watch how their body is oriented during a conversation, not just their face. If their chest and shoulders are angled toward you, that's genuine engagement. This one is easy to overlook because we usually focus on faces, not posture. The posture often reveals more honest information than facial expressions do. Faces can be controlled fairly easily. Full body posture is much harder to consciously manage. So the next time you're talking with someone, take a step back mentally. Look at the whole picture, not just their expression, but how their body is angled toward you. And finally, sign number 10, blushing, or a flushed, warm complexion. This is controlled entirely by your nervous system, completely outside conscious control. When you feel a rush of attraction, blood vessels near the skin's surface actually widen. That's what causes the warm, reddish flush people notice on cheeks, sometimes even the neck. It's one of the most involuntary signals on this entire list. No one can choose to blush on command, no matter how hard they try. Which makes it one of the most honest signs of all. Some people blush more visibly than others, depending on skin tone and nervous system sensitivity. So absence of blushing doesn't necessarily mean absence of attraction. But when it does happen, it's one of the purest, least controllable signals there is. Let's quickly recap the 10 signs we just covered. Prolonged eye contact and unconscious mirroring of your movements. Feet pointed toward you and leaning in during conversation. Small preening gestures and light, playful touch. Quick, involuntary eyebrow flash. A genuine smile that reaches the eyes. Open, relaxed body posture. And blushing, one of the most honest signals there is. Remember, no single sign proves attraction on its own. But when you notice 3 or more happening together, that's a real, reliable pattern. And once you start noticing these, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Attraction rarely stays hidden, even when someone tries their best to hide it. The body has a way of telling the truth long before words ever catch up. Now you know exactly what to watch for in yourself and in others. If this helped you understand body language a little better, hit subscribe for more videos just like this one. We break down psychology and human behavior every single week. See you in the next one.